Hello, kumusta?
Kumusta, Philippines. Hello, Canada. Hello, world. Short video coming to you from Denchane channel. And we are going to explain to you about our COVID vaccines. This video is not talking about anything that is to do with science. We're not making any medical claims or anything. We're just telling you our story and what happened to us. The Canadian government decided to give out the vaccines in rotating order with the oldest people first. So if you were 80 or above, you go for your vaccine. Then a week or two later, if you were 75, you go for a vaccine. Now, people that had compromised immune systems and first responders, such as nurses, doctors, medical people like that, got to go early for their vaccine. The rest had to wait until their age group come up. Now, I went for my vaccine. The first one I went for, I got my vaccine, was Aztra Zeneca. But I had trouble remembering that, so I just called it African zebra. And then I waited, and that night I laid down in bed and ouch, my shoulder hurt. But next day, it still hurt. For 4 days it hurt. But I toughed it out because I'm a Canadian and we're tough. So that's what happened to me. And then about 6 weeks went by and I was ready for my next shot. My next shot was not African zebra. It was not, what's the name of it? A Zeneca. Help me.
Aztra Zeneca?
Yeah, that's the one. It was not AstraZeneca because AstraZeneca was not available. So I ended up getting my second shot of Pfizer vaccine. And that one I got when I went home and laid down that night. Yeah, my shoulder got sore. But the next day I was fine because I'm a Canadian and I'm tough. Not as tough as my wife, but what can I say? Now it's my wife's turn to tell you her story.
First shot was AstraZeneca, same thing as him, and just a sore arm. The next day I was fine. The second day I was fine, a little bit sore in here, but for 5 days that I have pain in my elbow. So I was wondering what's going on. So I just said, maybe I worked too hard.
It wasn't me causing her the pain.
I just said, oh, this hurt, this will go away. But after a few days, week or two, it still hurt. And then it's my shoulder that's hurting. And I raise up my shoulder. I thought I was injured, but I don't think I did something to injure my elbow and my shoulder. I just did not mind it. I cannot even raise a cup because it hurt. So after I talked to some people I know, my age or older than I am, who also had their first shot but different vaccine. 1 or 2 I talked to, we have the same pain in here in the elbow. I even pointed her and she said, oh, yes, I had the same side effect and it's yeah. She said she consulted a chiropractor and the chiropractor said, oh, it's from the vaccine. So I said, okay. Thought it's from the vaccine. After 3-4 weeks I can feel the pain here in my right elbow. So I just thought, okay. After 6 weeks, I got my second shot. I had my Pfizer for the second shot. Now, the appointment, the nurse asked me, is it okay if I will give you Pfizer? I said, whatever the expert they recommend, I will take it. The important thing is I am vaccinated. So I was vaccinated. The first day after vaccination, I was fine, but I was working with my part-time job. I'm dizzy once in a while. So I told my coworkers, well, if something happens, you know, I have my second vaccine today, and you know what's going on. So I was fine. I went home. Then when I lay down for bed that night, my body's heavy and still aching here. Injection, because I had it in my right arm, because I want to make sure that my pain in my elbow would not get worse. At midnight, I can feel I was shivering. I was in bad fever. So I realized it's just the effect of the vaccine. So I took Advil and I was fine. I had to double my blanket. I had to double my pajama. I have to double my socks because I was still shivering. So in the morning, I still feel heavy. I did not get up until 12 noon. That time I took Advil again and I was a little bit fine. Then during the night, I feel I still have a little bit of fever, so I took Advil again. Till the following morning, I was still having some headache. Or 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, I can still feel some kind of headache every time I wake up in the morning. And then after a few days, I can feel the pain in my right elbows worsen. So I just thought it's from the vaccine. So I just put some liniment, haplas. Until now, I can still feel the pain in my elbow here, but not that worse. It's getting better and better every day. So that's our experience from our vaccination. We completed our vaccination, luckily. And what's so unique about this vaccination is my hubby has a compromised immune system. He has lots of issues, name it, and he has it. But he's still feeling okay, even with the Aztra Zeneca as first vaccine and Pfizer for the second vaccine. For me, I don't have any health issue. I only have one maintenance, but I was fine. So this is based on our experience, that we were happy we were vaccinated, and we were happy we completed the vaccine. So I hope our story would inspire somebody, would give some light to some confusion there about taking this kind of vaccine, about this kind of vaccine, and mixing different vaccine. So it works for us.
We can now travel.
Yep.
Which means December we will head out of the country. Where are we going, dear?
Maybe to Africa.
Philippines! We're going to the Philippines. We missed last winter due to the COVID. And this year we're looking very forward to going to the Philippines.
That's right.
I do have a compromised immune system, so for me it was without the vaccine. If I would have got COVID, I would likely have died. And this way, I got the COVID shots, and I will not get the COVID. If I did get it, it would be very minor, and I would live through it. So for me, it was a matter of life and death, and I made the right decision to get the shot, and I can travel to the Philippines. So we wish you all good luck, and we hope that you will also join us in sticking it to COVID.
Yep.
Thank you. Paalam.